Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless, 3 shocking twists. Aristotle Dumas takes over Newman Enterprises. The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that fans are looking forward to Aristotle Dumas finally coming out from the shadows. Who is he, and what's his endgame? It's been mentioned multiple times that Dumas is using a fake name, so he clearly has some sort of ties to Genoa City. And it's probable that Billy Flynn will play the character since his debut is looming on the show. With that said, below are 3 shocking twists that could unfold once Dumas reveals himself. 1. Successful hostile takeover of Newman Enterprises. While Lily Winters, Crystal Callil, David Hamilton Winters, Brighton James, and Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, believe that Dumas is after their family legacy. It's clear that his target is Victor Newman, Eric Braden. There's been word of Dumas wanting to take over Chancellor, which would be a major coup. However, what if he completely swerves everyone and successfully takes over Newman Enterprises? After all, Victor is far too preoccupied with revenge plans for the Abbotts to focus on anything else. Dumas is slated to send a cryptic message to Genoa City during Nicky Newman's Melody Thomas Scott big birthday bash this coming Friday, May 30. Could it be how he skipped over the idea of running Chancellor and gone straight for what would hit Victor the most, snagging Newman Enterprises out from under him? 2. Gets involved with Phyllis Summers. Let's face it, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, could use a romance right about now, and Aristotle Dumas might just be the perfect person to sweep her off her feet. He's mysterious, he's a billionaire, and whether or not Billy Flynn is playing the character, he'll be handsome and likely charming. Phyllis has had some terrible luck as of late, both in love and in life overall, so a nice and spicy love story is exactly what the doctor ordered, right? 3. Long-lost son. There's been widespread speculation that Dumas is Kane Ashby, last played by Daniel Goddard, and that Billy Flynn could be the character recast. People have also speculated that Dumas is actually a woman, someone like Jill Abbott, Jess Walton. Even Victor at one point thought Dumas could be Tucker McCall, John Street James. With that said, what if Dumas has a connection to GC, but has yet to be introduced on the canvas? Like he's a long-lost son of Tucker's, or Victor's for that matter. Maybe he's an unknown Abbott, which is why he's targeting Victor. The Young and the Restless spoilers promise plenty of surprises once he reveals himself to fans and everyone else in town in a twist that has left Genoa City gasping for air. The Young and the Restless has pulled back the curtain on a seismic shakeup, one that not only threatens the legacy of the Newman Empire, but sends shockwaves through every elite corridor of power in the city. At the center of the storm, a mysterious newcomer with a name that already sounds like destiny, Aristotle Dumas. This enigmatic billionaire, known for tech takeovers, ruthless boardroom maneuvers, and a penchant for poetic justice, literally, he quotes Greek philosophy in negotiations, has emerged from the shadows with one goal: to seize the crown jewel of Genoa City's corporate world, Newman Enterprises. And he might just pull it off. Let's break down the 3 shocking twists that make this storyline one of the most explosive in Y&R history. 1. The Phantom Stake. Victor Newman's hidden deal gone wrong. Victor Newman has always been a titan. But even titans have blind spots, and it turns out Victor may have inadvertently handed Aristotle Dumas the keys to his kingdom. Several years ago, in a secret deal designed to shield Newman Enterprises during a financial storm, Victor quietly sold a minority stake to a private holding company. That company? A shell entity owned by none other than Aristotle Dumas. With layers of corporate camouflage and offshore legal maneuvering, Dumas has been lurking in the background, silently increasing his influence. When Victoria discovers documents linking the mysterious investor to recent hostile boardroom movements, she confronts her father, only to realize the truth. Dumas has acquired controlling interest through a series of lightning-fast acquisitions, and Victor can do little to stop it without unraveling a string of buried secrets. Secrets that could destroy not just his company, but his family. Now the great Victor Newman is faced with a dilemma: expose the deal and risk public disgrace, or step aside and let a stranger scramble to defend their corporate fortress. One member of the family seems oddly calm, Adam Newman. But it's not loyalty that drives his silence, it's strategy. In a bombshell twist, it's revealed that Adam and Aristotle Dumas share a complicated history. The two crossed paths in boarding school decades ago, where they were once academic rivals and unlikely confidants. Now their shared past becomes a platform for a chilling alliance. Adam, ever the outcast, proposes a mutually beneficial arrangement: help Dumas take over Newman Enterprises, and in exchange, Adam will be installed as the new CEO under Dumas's leadership. Dumas agrees, but with conditions. Adam must prove his loyalty by betraying his siblings, beginning with planting evidence that leads to Victoria's ousting. In classic Adam fashion, he moves forward, but not without internal turmoil. Is this a play for power, revenge, or redemption? Regardless, the partnership sends tremors through the family. Nick confronts Adam in a furious showdown that turns physical, while Nikki begins to suspect that this alliance is just the beginning of something much darker. 3. The Revelation. Aristotle Dumas's secret Newman bloodline. Just when it seems Aristotle Dumas has checkmated the entire Newman clan, a final twist emerges, one that rewrites the rules of the game completely. A long-forgotten letter, discovered in a dusty safety deposit box by Nikki, reveals a truth buried for decades. Aristotle Dumas is Victor Newman's son. The letter, penned by a young Hope Wilson during a secret affair with Victor before she returned to Kansas, outlines her decision to give their child up for adoption in Europe to protect him from Victor's dangerous world. That child grew up as Aristotle Dumas, raised with ambition, brilliance, and a hole in his heart that only conquest could fill. The realization sends shockwaves through the family. Aristotle isn't just a corporate raider, he's family. And his entire crusade against Newman Enterprises wasn't just about business. It was about inheritance, about claiming the birthright he believes was denied. Victor, upon confronting Aristotle, is shaken for the first time in years. The two men engage in a fiery exchange filled with resentment, revelation, and surprising vulnerability. Aristotle demands his place, not as a hostile outsider, but as a legitimate heir. The question now becomes, will Victor embrace this new son or destroy him? Genoa City's future hangs in the balance. With Aristotle Dumas now at the helm of Newman Enterprises, the fabric of Genoa City is irrevocably changed. Boardrooms are battlegrounds, family dinners are war councils, and every alliance feels like a loaded gun. Victoria, ousted but not defeated, is plotting her own return, perhaps with the help of Billy Abbott, who smells blood in the water. Nikki struggles to hold the family together as Nick investigates Aristotle's past, determined to expose something, anything, that will give them the upper hand. Meanwhile, Sharon, having seen the emotional toll the family feud is taking on Adam, tries to reach the better angels of his nature. But is it too late? And in the background, the newest power player in town, Aristotle Dumas, stands tall. Charismatic, cunning, and conflicted, he may be Victor's greatest challenge yet. Not just because of his brains or bank accounts, but because he is, in many ways, Victor's reflection. Brilliant, bold, and absolutely unwilling to lose. Final thought. As the Young and the Restless enters this bold new era, fans are in for a ride that redefines legacy, loyalty, and the meaning of family. Aristotle Dumas isn't just another corporate villain. He's the harbinger of a new order. The question is no longer who will lead Newman Enterprises. It's what are they willing to destroy to keep it. Stay tuned, because Geno City will never be the same again.